when we talk about God, we talk about a God who doesn't belong to any religion. We talk about a God who has made everything, who has made you and me. He is not a God who belongs to a particular religion. He is the one who made everything, and he ran the world in such a way that once we realize or look back to the history, we will know our origins. And it is very surprising that today, whatever the dominating religions are in the world, Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism all belong to the same origin, all have the same God in common. But there are many distractions that have come up from the pagan cultures, from the idolatry that people have chosen. You know why people went astray? Because they wanted to pursue their own desires. Even today, there are people who seek the Lord or seek God, any God from any religion. People go to God when they want something. Nobody goes to God and tells to God, God, do you want anything from me? What do you want me to do? We don't render such kind of prayers, isn't it? People go to God to ask Him favors, and they get disappointed when God does not give them what they want. So people always have the tendency to go to people or to go to places or to accept a God or any person or to believe on a thing or whatever it can be. They believe anything blindly because they want their desires to be fulfilled, whatever it is. What is a problem? You tell me. What is the meaning of a problem? You know, anything that you find it difficult to deal with is a problem for you, right? And that problem can be anything, good or bad. Necessarily, it doesn't have to be something that troubles you, or it doesn't have to be something that causes you pain. But a problem you feel is something that you do not want. That is the point. You have a headache and you don't want it. That is the problem. Nobody chooses to bear with the headache. Okay, fine, I'm having a headache, so let me be in this, let me do whatever it takes. No, there is no acceptance. I don't want this. This has to go away. You don't like a person in your life and you don't want them in your life. That is a problem for you. Problem for anybody regarding anything is you are finding it difficult to deal with it because you do not want it. You are not having a heart to bear with it. And so people go after anything to get rid of the things that they don't want, that they don't like. They don't have the patience or the discerning of why God must have allowed this in life. So they go to God first and they ask God to remove a certain thing. And when God doesn't do that, they will want such a God who will do whatever they want. It's a pity. People are not meant to be like that. And we think of people who sacrificed for the welfare of other people. What not did they bear? Be it to establish churches, be it to give people food and civilization and help others at the cost of their own lives. That is what Christianity has taught, or knowing God has taught people. The ones who have known God were the ones to serve, were the ones to sacrifice, because they would have understood what love is, and they would have understood the heart of the Father, that He is a compassionate God. Nobody goes after seeking mysteries, nobody goes after knowing God to establish themselves. People have altered everything, the meaning of blessings and all, and so people began to think that maybe God is not favoring me because God has given me this disease, God has given me this problem, I am not rich, I am not famous, I am not that, this and all. So people think that blessings are all about becoming great. No, blessings are all about giving, even to the point of death, even your life, and willfully, willingly, happily. That is what we learn when we commune with God, when we connect ourselves with God. Don't fall for all the faulty messages of the world and think that God is not favoring you. God is not there with me. See, I'm in poverty. God is not there with me because I have a bad health. God is not there with me because I have so many headaches and I don't like the life that I'm living. No. God God's favor is life. God's favor is knowing Him and knowing His truth. It's a wonderful thing. God has been with people even when they were in captivity. God had revealed the greatest mysteries to them. Today, the Bible is the greatest gift that we have. Commune with the Lord, connect with God, talk to Him. He's just a word away. Don't think that whatever we are saying, whatever I am saying here, is about a God of a particular religion. It is about a sovereign and the only God and the only living God that I'm talking about, who made everybody on this earth, who made everybody and gave His life as a ransom for everybody. And so, go and talk to God. He's just a word away. You can talk to God randomly wherever you are. Don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to me either. Go and search it for yourself. Unless we have the quest for God, unless we have the interest, we cannot know anything. And knowing Him is important. Okay, I'm convinced that He is God, one of the gods. No, He is the only God. And even, okay, I'm convinced that He's the only God, but it's okay. What shall we do? Talk to God. Because it's important for us to know what He wants of us. All the time, we should not feel like, what can God give to us? But what does He want from us? He created us to have a fellowship with us. That is the entire purpose. That is why people always have this craving to be filled in and do not know that only God can do that. Unless we connect ourselves with Him, we cannot understand anything. Saying all this might sound like these people don't have any work, and these people keep on talking about their God all the time. It's not like that. Look back at the history. The devil tried to work hard on scattering the people and distracting them. The Lord had paved a way back to Him. That is His wisdom that He left in every religion, that He left in any kind of chaos. So wherever people have spoiled themselves, or wherever they had lost their peace, or the void that we have inside, that can be filled only by God. He is such an awesome God. So don't hesitate thinking that this is a God of Christianity. Why do we have to think about Him? No, He is a sovereign God who created you and me. And He created us to have a fellowship with us.